Hello, my computer duders. It's that time again. Let's fire up my totally legit Switch here, which I just happen to have. Nintendo tried to take it away. Apparently a bunch of competitors who were lurking in the background with their own emulators popped to the foreground and revealed themselves after the judgment. I don't know why they would do that. They just make targets of themselves. But it just goes to show also with independent development, it's like a hydra. You cut off one head and there's three more that sprout from the stump. So you can't stop the fucking signal, Nintendo. I like your little dancing aliens, Short Talk. Those are adorable. What happened? Does this not work anymore somehow? It can't be. I don't believe you. Yuzu is apparently not working. I don't know how that's possible or what's actually going on here. Huh. 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 Well, we'll have to find something else to play. Unfortunately. Yuzu is not cooperating any longer. I wonder if there's a version that they parked in version number. By which I mean that it should be future-proof and still remain usable. I don't know why this isn't cooperating. Oh well. I have an idea. I don't like it. Oh, hang on. It wants to flash my personal information. Oh, they got the authentic resolution and everything too with cutscenes.
Welcome to Kitty Card 64!
64, that's adorable.
Three, two, one, go!
Ew! Ow, God. Think about wife. Regret. I swear to God, if you were to say that during sex, ride wife, life good, you would not be having it again. Oh, it requires an analog stick. I appreciate that I'm a sprite. It's just Mario Kart 64. Uh-oh. It's not counting laps. Oh. Well, you can drive off the loop. And just go anywhere. I'm feeling uncomfortable. This is becoming liminal real fast. What? Is this shit? Is this doo-doo feces? Wait, no, who was that? Also, how am I gonna finish Advance Wars if Yuzu's bust? I assume they're gonna open source or something. Or somebody's gonna open source it. Someone's gonna reverse engineer it. Resurrect wife. Also regret. That would be the plot of one of my stories, The Resurrection Men. I'm not an expert. So, I've been talking to a nice lady on a dating app. Surprisingly good catch. I'm suspicious. An explanation of why she didn't drive her life into the ground like anyone else in that age range. She was formerly a Mormon. She does have a kid, which I'm trepidatious about, but I'm also gathering, I'm slowly coming to terms with the fact that dating at my age range means you have one of three choices: single mom, whale, or pickle surprise. And the only small mercy is that there's no overlap between single mother and pickle surprise, or at least I haven't seen any yet. We may yet get there. That may be a thing in the next generation or two. Pickle surprise single mothers, who are also, but there is overlap between the whales and single mothers, and whales and pickle surprise. So there are still some foul combinations that are possible. She seems really nice though. She's a sweet person. She's very nurturing and patient and gentle and kind. She doesn't seem to be fake. Like, I would expect her to like advertise her OnlyFans or some shit. Any even modestly promising candidate to turn out to be a robot. The future is like Terminator, except the Terminators pretending to be humans are just porn bots. Oh, she's ex-Mormon. No, she's not Mormon. I would never date a Mormon, no matter how desperate I was, no matter how lonely I became. There's no room for compatibility there. Remember, I tried with a Christian ballerina, and she was a hot tamale. She was like 10 years younger than me too. I was, I think, 32, 33, and she was like 22 when we dated. So she was a catch, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't pretend, and she wouldn't have wanted me to. Well now. Isn't this a fresh new hell we've discovered? It's definitely up my alley. There's no backing up. Can't back up. This reeks of creepypasta, but it's really well done. Oh, oops. Well. Was that a human? What do you mean wake up? Why are they screaming? Why are there blood? Why is there blood? It sounds like a mass shooting. Oh, well. How about that? I really like this. Unfortunately, back in the day, cartridges were so fucking expensive. We're talking $70, $80, even $90 games. That was in 1998 money, or 6, 7, 8 money, by the way. So that was even more than it sounds like. Because they were so expensive, they couldn't have any short experimental games. Every game had to either be super fucking long or have a lot of replay value to justify the cost of the cartridge. So as cool as this would have been on a real N64, they could never have sold it because it would have been over too quickly. They really had to squeeze blood from a stone when it came to making those handful of megabytes deliver a really strong, compelling gaming experience that lasted a long time. But that city background has me feeling some kind of way. It's like the underwater pueblos in Mario 64, pardon me, the platformer. That audio too. I've been having crazy dreams, really, really vivid dreams lately, almost every night. I don't know what I changed. I think only my pillow. Also, the air conditioner runs all the time now. It's a heat pump, so it's warming up the air all through the night, which dries me out, which causes me to have to get up every maybe 2-3 hours to piss and hydrate from a water bottle I keep by the bed. That might be part of it. I've heard melatonin gives you crazy dreams. Just gets crazier and crazier. How am I to navigate this world? I'm but a little cartoon kitty cat in a go-kart. I love how many things are animated sprites, like these traffic cones. I gotta get on that shit. You know I love crazy dreams. Dreaming is one of the understated pleasures of life. It gets it gets slept on. Dreaming gets slept on. Very funny. The dreams are like virtual reality when they're really, really vivid. It's like living another life. So 0.25 milligrams. I've had some of the most beautiful visions of my life while dreaming. So also some of the best, most interesting experiences. It sounds corny. It sounds like what a dad would say about like reading. Like reading is the best virtual reality. So it is though. Your brain has the ability to construct a false reality as convincing as the one we inhabit because it constructs the one we inhabit already from sensory data. What you see is not really what is out there. It's what your senses put together from the incoming information. Therefore, the human brain has within itself everything necessary to hallucinate an alternate reality exactly as realistic as your waking reality, if it's correctly directed to do so. That's kind of what we're recreating with AI video and eventually AI games, as controlled by voice prompts from within VR, and eventually mental prompts from Neuralink. It's just for reality to conform to whatever our desires are from moment to moment. So Titty City will become real one day. The said about that, the better. Hey, Short Talk, let me know when there's at least like 4 people in here. I want to play the battle slots too. I'm also not sure if I'm going to continue it or not. I keep looking at the last verses. I might write different ones. The last verse says that my critics have gay face and balls that are married to each other. I was thinking maybe I could pitch this to Netflix, but probably not like that. Also, I was looking at the Battle Sluts 1. Battleslots 1 was a minute 20 seconds long. Battleslots 2 is a minute 31 seconds. Which leads me to believe it's already long enough for what it is. So unless I do a take tomorrow that blows me away and I'm like, I have to put this in, I'm probably going to cut it short. I'm going to start animating. Anytime I get a really good song out of that program, I'm like, I'll just knock out an animation in a day and a half. The Lithium Rap, I could still do something with. I still have to stitch that together. Christopher Jones. I haven't gotten a good render for Christopher Jones yet. I'm trepidatious about adapting existing songs anymore because there are people who said this takes away from the memory of the original Spaceman from the Future. And I kind of see their point. Like, part of the charm was just my shitty voice and my shitty MS Paint animations. But besides that, the new song doesn't follow the tune of the old one. I feel positively and negatively about that. Some of my songs, like Word of the Day or Battle Sluts, actually borrow from other songs for the melody. And I'd rather just have a brand new melody for those, so they're less derivative. I actually had no melody in mind at all for Battleslots 2, and the computer just summoned something out of the ether that was way better than anything I had imagined. So it has a lot of value just for taking just lyrics and doing stuff with them. And even if you don't use the whole thing, it makes you scratch your chin and be like, hey, maybe this works. Gives you ideas for things to try. If you are a musician who can sing and play instruments, it gives you an idea of what the sound you're going for is. Ever since I went in the water, there's fish up on the top level. Are they supposed to be there? I feel weird. This is giving me a weird feeling, like I'm doomed. Like I accidentally made a wrong turn and I'm in a doomed dimension. See? Flying fish. I want to say every part I go to, it'll add to the overall setting. Like if I find birds somewhere, suddenly there'll be birds in all the other parts of the map. Oh, I bet the lights are hints. Or I can drive off the road here. Oh, here we go. This is where I'm supposed to go. Foolish. It's like LSD Dream Emulator with a cat and a go-kart. So now I know what I'm looking for. Looking for ways out of these settings. Uh-huh. Man, what luck. to have gotten 2 fucking bangers so far. So close together. And it was a miracle. Not only did I get 2 bangers, but Battleslots 2 is comprised of 2 different parts that happened to stitch together perfectly. When it's good, it's really good. I had a buddy look at it in an audio editor, like a proper one. I want to say like Fruity Loops or some shit. I don't know for sure though. He said it looks AI audio looks really weird in the editor. It's really hard to tweak anything about it without completely ruining everything. Just as an artifact of how the AI puts together the waveform. Here comes the jump scare. That's kind of dumb. At least it's over. Thank goodness for that. Well, that sure was something. One of the games of all time, to be certain. How do we feel about that? I want to say the ending lets it down. I don't know what they could have done differently. I guess tied up the loose ends with those lost characters. Like figure out what happens to them. Maybe give you the ability to save them if you know what to do. It definitely had a great atmosphere. Now, I've already played this. This isn't new. What do you mean never played? You have dreams like this that are just voids, but there's air to breathe and there's like a floor beneath your feet? Yeah, I've definitely played this before. Years ago. Is this a remaster? Or just a reimagining? Or remake? Re-something? Retard? Rebreather? The Recombinator? The Retroencabulator? Is that an Amogus? That better not be an Amogus. Alright, okay, it's not. If that was the whole punchline. Yeah, I played this. I could run. I sure would like to run. Why couldn't I make something like this? Why am I scared of Unity? The Game Jolt. I'm scared it'll be bad. I don't want to spend another decade learning the tools before I publish anything because I don't have that much life left. Yeah, I played this before. One of them got me. Not too bothered by it. I said I would go back to this, but I'm not gonna. This was not great. This one was great. That one was fucking sweet as hell. I really hope it gets turned into more of a game. I also hope there's other vehicles. Hope there's a tank at some point. Oh, this looks good. Oh shit, you know what came out recently? I need to play this. Remember the Strange Town games? With Beebs the Bunny, BB? The last one in that series finally came out. Face of the Killer. Arrange my folder. It's all been on Game Jolt until now, but on Itch.io, there's gonna be a anthology. It has all of them in one game. I forgot it does this. Remember these? These are Delight. I've been following this artist, and they are an artist in Fast Karma. The Old World is right behind you. Wayne Gretzky. Oh, 3D models now. The killer could be anywhere. Production value is much. What's the button I push? I can move in 3D. What isn't that a first for the series? If the killer appears, they'll shoot him dead. Killers can die just like everybody else. You're not the killer? Hard to believe all these houses used to have people living in them. Where does this person live, in Detroit or what? The vastness of wooden corpses, the killer's hatching world that is to come. Once we're inside, kill anything that moves. This is pretty new for the series. I want to say that immediately the penultimate game also had 3D movement briefly. Old urban cenotaph. Killer has infiltrated all of our most beautiful institutions. What do you want to bet we're the killer? That's the big aha, gotcha. You were the killer all along. Oh, do you like the twists? My God, is nothing sacred? Masks and costumes of all our leading statisticians and celebrity car salesmen. What? Excuse me, our what? Cogs and things, what are they for? Turning other cogs, obviously, idiot. As though the whole of civic life were one machine built by the killer over the centuries, assembled in silence for some dark purpose yet to be disclosed. Boss, you're depressing me. Everybody has guns. Portrait Hall of City Fathers is a memory of better days. Hey, isn't that... It's like Parappa characters. It's probably the wind. Come here, baby. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Killer lives in this place. No such thing as a killer. It's all made up to help sell life insurance. You know we're all alone down here. I think we're BB and her roommate. Well, maybe you're right, Charles. Never mind. Charles? We, the player, were killed by the killer. Oh boy, now we're in hell. Really 12 to base control. Is anything on? It's got really weird and dark. It used to be so lighthearted. Is the mission still going? Okay. God forgives, but he kills. Damn, baby, why'd you kill so many people? They asked too many questions, Ray. You guys gonna help me or what? Gee, I never thought we'd find ourselves inside the faculty tunnels. Our neglected academic careers must finally be taking off. They don't even get good TV reception. This has much better production values. This is the more typical gameplay, but it's much more elaborate this time. I suppose as is appropriate for the finale. What a bittersweet feeling that this is the finale, that there won't be any more games in this series. Was this whole building really left unlocked? According to their chapter, all graduates must be able to pick up their diplomas directly from head office if there are no living staff members left to pass them out. Listen to that music, too. How about Dr. Blood, decapitated Sunday? For real, I owed him a term paper. Hope that doesn't mean he died unfulfilled. Okay, everybody load up. Credentials are important in today's job market. I read an editorial about this. Or we're stealing papers. Why? Great Bachelor of Phrenology. Oh, we're stealing degrees. Numerology. Game design. A little self-dig. National History Day. All the doors are closed. The stores are closed. So we're graduates now. The mirror to the town seems kind of dead. Alright, where are you guys working anyway? I'm a courier for Knife Road, a new subscription box service. Sign up now to get a hand-curated batch of fresh knives in the mail every week. No questions asked. Well, where do they live? Look at that guy peering out at us. Is this really a town full of killers? It seems to be. How about you, Claude? I find bloody horror tapes at thrift stores and sell them to HR departments. Apparently it helps executives get in the zone before big meetings. These are all really abstract forms of employment. It's a growing market, so competition is fierce. Some of my rivals have started breaking into people's rooms to film their own new product. I have a good feeling about this. I find this week. The Foreigner Blows. Sounds grisly, right? I think it's one of the guinea pig series. Even the bars are closed. Is National History Day a bigger deal than I thought? Hey, our fireworks aside, so at least have some time fun. I want a stuffed Beebs. If he sells a plush, I'll buy it. Maybe you're in those horror films. You could hook Claude up. I keep telling you that's not me. That one is the other BB. Really, how many of you are there? Look, you know the way the characters in a movie can sort of change their definition? Frankenstein and monster, Dracula's monsters. Some time ago, I accidentally started starring in a direct-to-horror video horror film known as Bloody Night 4. I remember that. It did well enough on direct market that other studios started making their own versions with the BB character returning as different actors every time. Likeness growing ever more abstract. This is meta as fuck. Everything about this series is so meta. Until gradually the character itself began to blur, mutating through proximity to murder to a visual shorthand for that murder. Its symbol, its source. I try not to take it personally, but it's not like they're paying me residuals, so I've been picking up shifts lately at a medieval-themed chain restaurant near town. Puss Man. That wanted to get that one that said Pussy Man, but it was too many letters for the plate. And I can't help but notice all the doors to the building seem to be locked tight at all times. It's an exciting new world of new restaurant concepts. It's like medieval times. Great job not falling in yet. This is a surf position. We'll start you at our wench tier. What does that entail? Oh, just wenching it up, wenching around. This doesn't seem OSHA certified. Remember, hand your keys back every shift. I hate buying new ones every time someone falls into the corpse grinding, chopping, and grinding machine. That seems a little bit like a long name. We need to streamline that somewhat. Your job is very simple. Food orders are prepared by machines and fed into the mangling device. And all the dark, wet slurry is poured into the city sewers, and the cycle of business repeats. Your job is to reach way into the mangling device to pull bone fragments off the blades when they get clogged. Maybe. It could be. So no one actually eats any of the food? Is this one of those tax things? It's really more of a vassal tier question. Someone wrong with the pipes one day. I went downstairs to take a look. Found a network of stone tunnels that seemed to predate the creation of any young theme restaurant. They went down deeper and deeper. They still have those chicken platter deals. Personally, I'm more of a Burger Dauphine guy. What about you, Max? Where are you working? You get paid 2 cents a comment by one of those websites that just post pictures of car crashes next to garbled, menacing headlines. How come you're the only one of us with an actual media career? I guess that's that. See you all in the workforce sometime. This is after they graduate college, which is just stealing a degree from the degree room. They're forgetting the duties out of society. Why are you talking like a cowboy? As the closest things we have to youth culture, we have civic responsibility to stay up and party at graduation night, but everything's closed. Not everything. Some of the other guys are holding a house party later tonight. We just need to skip this train to get the next one out too. Mansion Gardens. Why does that sound familiar? This for sure looks like where murders would happen. This guy is a genius, or whatever, or whoever made this. It's artsy, but it's also actually art. Many artsy projects are not art. I can't go this way. It's an invisible wall. That's where it came from. What was that? What's with the monster outfits? It's safer to be feared than loved. That's profound. When I said you were going home to change, I assumed you were just being dressy. You know anyone who lives here? Don't worry, most of the old mansions have been chopped into apartments now, like everything else. Oh, I can do first person now. They do say there's a few still occupied by descendants of the original city owners, insulated against the years, growing paler and stranger with each successive generation. Paler and stranger with each generation. Like these fellas. Ray, did you actually get invited to this party we're going to? Art is a universal invitation to experience, Claude. It's me, Carnosaur. I was in your social studies course. These are my associates, Andy Warhol's Dracula and Gazoo. The thing forsaken by God. The Great Gazoo, the thing for... That's an appropriate name. I like your BB suit. Thanks, I worked hard on it. Oh yeah, because she's become a famous film character, so her normal likeness is a costume. Stay out of my dad's room. I'll go directly to his dad's room. Just BB. Doesn't this party seem kind of off? Normally I'd say yes, but I've already spent the last 4 years hiding from maniacs and mostly talking to myself. So I decided from now on I'm going to be the new BB, confident, sophisticated, the life of every party. She's a head taller than you, though. The new economy. Hello, Enchante. Greetings. Gee, everyone here already seems to know each other. I wonder if they all belong to the same vocational track. Glass crunches somewhere in the plush carpet. Of course, the groups come from the tea room. Everyone's piled under the couch watching the History Channel. Casey Young told me. Death to. Glass lens rattle. Slamming the door. These those older guys are chaperones don't seem very good at it. Ah, here we go. Hee I can't believe it. No, I brought it. We just have to find the TV. What's that, a PlayStation or something? What a great camera. How many plug sockets do these guys need? Is that a number station? Is that who runs them? Let's use set. We brought Virtua Fighter. Sorry, we're in the middle of something. They brought a fucking Saturn. Sick. Patricians. That is literally is a Saturn. At least I think so. It looks good. Could be a Saturn or an N64. But it's Virtua Fighter, so I'm gonna guess that's a Saturn. What are you guys watching? Rehearsal tapes for the new season of Immersive Theater. They're putting on Dogs. Ezra Pound's fascist response musical to the success of T.S. Eliot's Cats. Apparently it's never been staged to completion. I thought the theater only ever did the one play. Some people say it's time for a change. I really like your outfit. Thank you, I'm BB. I can see that. Who are you for real? Still BB. I admire your commitment. When I come to where the real party's going on. What internship did you get assigned? Did your school have an internship program? Of course, you just fill out a form from careers department. Wait, slow down. Our school had a careers department? There's no future in that line of work. Meet my friends. Robert is in finance. BTK. Buying tools for kill. You consult them on sandwiches? It's pretty crazy to finally graduating, right? We have to figure out what we're doing with our lives. I don't think so. We always know exactly what we're doing with our lives. No drinks? Yep, absolutely fill her up. That's intimidating. Act 2 party night. Gotta get out what we got. There's tramps like us. They Maybe we're born to run. Oh, karaoke. All my new friends are so nice. Can't believe I waited so long to penetrate the mysteries of the social. Where's everyone going? I have more opinions about zines. Those fireworks are loud. It's supposed to be music. I like everybody's masks. See the real murderers. How charming and fun. No, BB, they are real murderers. Beebs, no. Commence preparations. Next step. Briefing begins. All announcement A. There go the curtains. You gotta go. Let's build the future with the energy of youth together. Giving this talk anyway, historical tendency. Far out, didn't these two are a minor threat? Seats. I'm gonna say I time to grab one of those little sausages for the starts. Oops, too late. Hi, kids. Boy, it's so great to see so many eager faces. What a turnout. Start with a quick question. Who thinks the Empire never ended? Boo, no way. Say that so. The Empire ever ended. Always a thrill to meet true believers. Unfortunately, empires always end. That's what they do. Perhaps we should instead say the restoration of a greater imaginary empire has never finished. Call me Mappy. You know me from my popular 1980s video game career. I retired early and bought a big house, but nobody wanted to visit my big house or listen to my Christine Hammy truculent political opinions. Mappy, really? So I sat there with the lights off, watching people drive past on the road outside my house and imagining what it'd feel like to shoot them in their cars. Until I inevitably, in this way, I began to develop a grand theory of history. As one does, sitting in one's darkened house alone, a social recluse, watching life passing by outside the window, squinting at the sunlight, imagining possible murders one might commit. I realized we needed to go back to rejoin that sacred continuity of force severed from us by revolutionary turmoil. Back to violence sanctified by myth when one could be, I can't pronounce that, but upon a holy quest instead of just some asshole strangling kids and taking it non-stop again. I know many of you agree, which is why we've started shelling the city, but is a way back really possible? The answer is yes. We fight to restore a legitimate claimant, a bold figure to reclaim the vacant throne of history. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the last descendant of Charlemagne, the present king of France, the Dauphin. I know that guy. Excuse me, bathroom break. At all your seats, you'll find baronial coronets and a loaded pistol. It's definitely getting to be that stage in the party where sticking around is an increasingly important decision. This nobody brought a guitar. Making lots of new friends here, so we'll be okay. This is the power of New BB. All I have to do is inform the others and stylishly, dynamically hide under a pile of coat somewhere. Well, I thought I told you to stay at my dad's room. It's a party, take it easy. Do you think you got a spy or something? Confess your crimes. It's no good she's too tough. You need to bring her back to black site for intense interrogation. Looks like fun. I love army games. You know, my uncle was a soldier. Tell me what they do with prisoners they caught. How about you be the insurgent? I'll be the defender of humanistic values. No. Don't worry, I used to practice with some rats up and wide. What happened? Guess they blew up the power station. Don't worry, the backup generator will come on in just a sec. Let's get the fuck out of here! Howdy, it's me, BB. Zines. I don't sound like that. I've never said howdy. There's a lot of these things this season. Let's get the next one, half the suit that multiplies. Killer, antipode, DNA condition. Oh. No, you don't. Don't touch my pingus! rights have been restored. Welcome back to the era of feudal mystery and caprice. Oh, you can wiggle the chair. That's adorable. This is an adorable game. This person's very paranoid. He lives in a very demon-haunted world of shadows and killers behind every blade of grass. I want to say that's because BB is their self-insert and that they're a stripy sock programmer tribe individual with plushy shark, and that they think everybody wants to kill them. Which undoubtedly some do. Where'd I go? Where'd I come from? Where'd I go? Where'd I come from, Cotton Joe? Saw an article today lamenting the frequency of murders of POC women. There's a strong implication that it was one group of people that did it, when in fact it's not. They never say who's doing the killing. They say who the victims are, and you're meant to be led into an assumption. Irritating and irresponsible journalism. I guess it's useless to complain because they know what they're doing and why they do it. It's like the Stripey Knee Socks Pickle Surprise tribe when they talk about how they just want us to stop killing them. I'm like, we're not the ones killing you, bro. Look at the demographics of who's killing you. It's not anyone that looks like me. I wonder what the word is for that kind of journalism. I know there's yellow journalism, but that doesn't really, that's not specific enough. Where you write in such a way as to leave out key information to incline the reader into making the assumption you want in a plausibly deniable way where no one can say you lied. It's like how they teach Western history, but they don't teach the whole context, the historical context of slavery, which leads students to assume that it's something that the Americans and Europeans have invented. Sorry to get political. I was just having those kinds of thoughts today. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? This is stressing me out. This is really what it feels like to be at a party. The sensory issues. I don't like this. I want this to stop. Keeps me going these days is that Broken Reality 2000's on its way. So is Albino Lullaby Chapter 2, supposedly. It's way the fuck overdue. Oh. Song of the Funeral Man. Am I supposed to... I can't go that way. That's not the right way to go. What's this? Is this where I came from? Oh, chomp, chomp, chomp. Crunch, and who do we have here? It's Wise Napoleon. This bitch is back. Fine vintage, crunch, crunch. And over here is Anastasia. Well, it's Romanoff. She looks pretty picked clean already. No one will notice another quick bite. What the fuck? Ah, fresh meat. No, not fresh meat. That's a side scroller. Wow, they really went all out on this one. I have 0 lives left. I guess that's everybody. Can I, oh, I can use my gamepad for this. Up his jump, though. Ew, up his jump if fate worse than death. Oh fuck, no. Me and Mr. Do Racing Lagoon. Video games did make us do it. No one else, but you know, video games really did make us do it, but no one will ever believe you. I love it. Stop bludgeoning us. There's a rare Mario Cement Factory. I guess instead of Dark Souls, we should have gotten good at murdering women. Whatever happened to games for change? Oh, they're just nerds, so I was able to beat them. And the party sucked. Where'd everyone disappear to? We just turn in early, so we're fresh tomorrow. Isn't she taller than before? I wasn't really paying attention, but apparently that's the new BB. Yeah, that's really a great costume. Big fan of the BB movies. Don't you think it's a cheat that she never seems to die? I mean, really die? Headless, limbless torso washes up on the beach, so chopped apart they need a specialist to tell what species it used to be, style thing. Sometimes the DVDs come with little feedback cards inside. I was thinking of making my own cut. Hello. Hi, BB. Yeah, I remember you. Wanting you to know we changed our minds. Mandy and I are pro-murder now. It's a hit new thing. We think it's far out. What are you even doing here? You were decapitated. You forgot we're medical experts. They say the key moments of history, the dead can be seen walking the earth against it, as though at such points the world itself has lost track of any precise distinction between who is left alive or why. If you run into any living people, say hello. They don't know what they're missing. Like Silent Hill nurses. Iconic much? Oh, those are zombies down there or something. Oh, there's one of those burning apartment blocks from mine. I just got my things organized. What a bleak world. Who's this? Oh, so you could fetch some Zimas. It gets pretty hot inside these symbolist god monster costumes. I'm just gonna grab BB here for just a second. Act 3, stage exit. I have a gun now. Am I a mass shooter? I am a mass shooter. It's auto shoot though. I just be killing everybody out here. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Do I never have to reload? The fuck is this machine? What is that? What were these drawn in? I'm gonna say Photoshop. try to commission the mechanical one, but there's a fire. Hey, what am I telling you? This captive audience? Ha. Hey, it's Mappy. Hi, kid. Boss, the new act seems like terrific success. Comment card turned today. Read, help me. What are you even trying to accomplish? Is this a coup? I kind of thought the theater controlled the city already. Actually, we're all more like contract workers. The owners of the city have managed to insulate themselves so well against history they no longer believe it exists. They still dream about it in the depths of their seclusion. The dream resembles a nightmare. A tangled procession of ceremonies and masks, conspiracies and motiveless coups, and murderers in hidden rooms. That's what we stage for them every day, to soothe them in their dream of business. Gather like your new sign. History's a nightmare, I'm loving it. Handing out rifles to drunken college grads? It's not like we're completely irresponsible. It gets them involved. They feel part of the process. These are not prop guns. They're not even loaded. Oh. Hee hee. Boy, what a party. Those are in fact not prop guns. You did this, didn't you? I'm tied... What do you mean I did this? I'm tied to a chair. It all makes sense now. You were right there when the college was wiped out, and one of supply warehouses in Hicktown burned down. Yeah. Have you been after my job from the start? You even took over my movie franchise. It was supposed to be my side hustle, now in the BB movies, and now I'm the industry director of the first one. I don't even get residuals. Neither do I! I don't get residuals either. I'm as mad as you are. Oh, great party, huh? You got arts funding by being nice? I've made more theater kids than Spider-Man turn off the dark. LOL. Hello. You got me, I'm done for. Nice try. Don't be like that, that's why you only have 2 lines in civic play. I never even wanted to be in your corny play. I had my own plans for the week, my own cultural ambitions. Someone ever bothered to ask me what they were, or your ambitions. I wanted to do a color issue. Don't you point that thing at me, young lady. What did I just say? See, that's how you do a death scene. How do you grab the prop sword? Situational awareness is very important in this line of work. Oh, well that works just fine anyway. What are you staring at? Help me out, would you? My goodness, who do we have here? I'm Bosso, you idiots. Bosso. No, I don't think so. Director Bosso's right here, but you don't look anything like her. Oh, she doesn't have the mask on. I wonder why Bosso hasn't got caught back up yet. I hear people moving behind the curtains. Soft grunt, scrape of props. Low creak the gold rope. Witches. Isn't a lady changing the sets? Oh, this really is. He really went all out. This one's a lot more elaborate than anything which came before. Restricted policeman area. Prepare to die. Hold up, this fellas. This one's not wearing a mask. Are you undercover? Say something in cop. 10-4, spread him. Oh my god, it's a Mirage. I'm telling you, it's a... This one checks out. Feels good to be out of those dog outfits. I thought mine suited me. That guy's eating somebody, like the statue, not statue, the painting of Saturn, I think it was. I made a necklace out of ears. Creativity is what makes us human. Well... Outmoded iconography, no place for you in police theater. The aesthetics count as crime. Get me out of workshop and make some new ideas. There's a wiener and some titties. Hope I don't get demonetized. It's just MS Paint. Mission accomplished, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. There's an exit around here. I want to guard it. Ready to report you to the CO. The crucial stage is yet to come. Hey, good work, guys. Looks like you managed to catch a dangerous criminal. We did? BB here has been a person of interest ever since the case of mysterious theater a few months back. I remember that. been a busy period. I'm sure we would have gotten around to you eventually. We found the thing. No time like the present. Let's take a walk. You might have noticed the new decor around here. Police control, uprising of armed killers. We gave you guys real ammo anyway. Well, we did. Follow sequences are well done. How come there wasn't nearly as much innovation in any of the prior games? Great things planned for your first season. You know, people want these serial killers and more less than you feel. It's a pretty alternative myself. Check out my K Records tattoo. Looks like JFK. See, Boss always thought she was the only one who knew where to find the owners. She was wrong, they told me too, whispering through static on my Dick Tracy communicator watch. So I know the city tires of an age of horror, dreams instead of an age of law. Isn't that good news? Sometimes I feel so happy I can't stand myself. I'm too full of joy. I think how good, little good my health did anyone near me. Come on, Boss. Police dog followed the trail in here. Bark, bark, bark. What is that? Civil legitimacy. Blood her. Just a precaution. Killers go crazy for the smell of blood. You go first and we'll watch to see what happens to you. We got wall meat. This is confirmed wall meat. Veins. Quarters of power everyone talks about. You don't need a running commentary. Beebs does nothing but running commentary. Lumpy creature like animals scuttle by, unseeing. Voluntarily, I recall dark legends of the city's past. At some point, the town fathers began interbreeding with their own real estate portfolios. Bush on past the dripping chambers. I guess this will help me feel less bittersweet when it's over. That it went out with a bang. This is certainly a bang. If I live through this, I'm going to climb into a bathtub and never get back out. At least I decided what I'm doing with myself after college. This is a different dimension. Behold the marble temples of law, and I'll keep going towards them or I'll shoot you in the head. Haha, you know. When I was younger, the history of the world seemed more like an endless series of police actions. All those squashed peasant revolts, interminable centuries of torture, beheadings. I thought, wow, how did people back then put up with it all? Surely they must have been tougher than me. They must have had different bodies, ones that couldn't feel as much pain. I sure wouldn't not have been able to live like that, not me, not for a moment. So I joined the police force because I was so sensitive. Okay, well, let me continue. I can't move. It's better not glitch. I better not soft lock. We're so far into it now. Although it does let you do scene selection. Oh, the cat's fighting my foot. Ah, that's not an enemy. I know it's in a black sock. It looks like another cat. Maybe she knows. Ow! That's my foot. Stop fighting. Stop wrestling my foot. Your claws hurt really badly. Oh, I'm in the distance. I see. This person has a mind that's utterly alien to me. I became a cop and quickly realized there was no such thing as sensitivity, that everybody could be made to feel the same degree of pain. And history seemed to me a nightmare, worse than before, I thought. Great, amazing, I've matured now, for sure, really grown up. I really peered into the true depths of suffering that make up the world. I'm stoic, realistic. At least now I know just how bad it can get. Oh, honey, it can always get worse. Oops, and every time I said that, I'd find out the truth was worse. As I looked into it, I discovered the higher dimension to police work. Found that the real capacity was finite, while the capacity for misery was infinite. Waiting in the bottomless pit of infinity was the unspeakable policeman known as God. That's it, alright. If you wanted a universe of artificial suffering, you could have stayed home and played video games. That's what way I also get a pension. Here we are, I wonder where everybody is. So I get it, they're busy people, city founders. They probably want us to let ourselves in. Please attend, please attend. See, they're calling us already. A grand new age of municipal cooperation is about to begin. Where's BB? BB, I need you. You're the main character. I can't go backwards. I guess we're just not, I don't have her anymore. Let's all go get the keys to the city. Here we go. What's... Is that fucking Cookie Monster? Cough, cough. Oh, that's immersive. Did y'all do your reading? Marble tombs are oddly brittle. Slick and went to the touch. Oh, she did separate intentionally from the group. Who'd want to meet anyone who lived here? It's like walking through tonsil stone. But then it looked like the guy's too busy spieling himself to even notice I got away. I thought it was a glitch. I want to see this place more haphazardly. It seems put together. Stately columns, piled heaps, buildings with no doors or windows. This is just the olden style, but it really feels more like walking around a... Can't walk up those stairs. That doesn't go anywhere. What about through here? Furniture showroom. Masks and supplies. Sit down, make yourselves at home. You're all young leaders of tomorrow. What the fuck is this? Remember, no cheating is allowed. Do your best. Start with an easy one. Question 1. When was the horror genre invented in English? Sorry, the answer is 1651. When Hobbes and his Leviathan boldly presupposed a terrifying universe of undirected violence, better to contrast with an emerging condition of directed violence known as the state. This person reads like someone from the Lit board. So as the realm of legitimate violence produced also a realm of illegitimate violence, the kingdom of politics coeval with the kingdom of horror, two nations sharing a border, trading back and forth images, ideas. He's getting political or something, boss. The kind of power-sharing agreement in which all were to attain dual citizenship, never allowed to be certain just which nation would exert the final claim. It worked quite tremendously. Only doesn't it seem unfair that horror should always remain a silent partner? Photos, documents. Shut up. Wait, is someone else? Oh. I thought the terrible secret buried underneath the town would be more terrible. This is the single least threatening room I've been to all day. Did I just get lost? Look at the skelemans and the various little devil masks. Maybe it's a sublet. The thing is, I know from cheaply made horror tchotchkes, most of the stuff even my sister couldn't sell. Moldering non-union bogies flap sadly from the shadows. Watch one of these be real. I'm tired and covered in blood and missing my shows. I wish I even knew which layer of fake city I was in by now. It's like this town was built on images of itself instead of bedrock. It's so dreamlike. Everything is so abstract and political, and it's just like a soup of remixed academia shibboleths. I have to admit the theming grows more inventive the further I get. The rubber mummy room gives me vague flashbacks to civics class. Is it someone's birthday or what? Down here is... Oh, this one's real, isn't it? Hey, it's here, it's here. You with the bird, hands above your head. What? It's puppets. It's not puppets. It wasn't puppets at all. deal's not so bad. You never have to second guess yourself. Did I die? It was raw material from grand structure of history. Could it be nobler aim? What was truly good must be eternal, and vice versa. Great for my career. I'm thinking of becoming a Vocaloid. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. What? Police action, police action. I'm back here. I have more folksy monologues. First rule of making the zines is never talk to the police. Oh, well. Poor BB, she's just a bunny. Wish I could tell if I was dead yet. It might save time. It sure looks like hell. If in point of fact this is not hell, I sure wonder what the fuck it is. It's kind of hell I wouldn't be prepared for. It's just some shit you couldn't imagine. Unfathomably awful. That's a bird. Nice to see you there. Hee hee hee. Call me baby bird. That's right. Call me BB. Remember, you didn't want to kill you with a shoe. Let's not dwell on the past. What's important is the world to come. Hee hee hee. Hear it? Gorge on corpse fat. The killer prepares to regurgitate the future in some dread image. Distracted and slow for once vulnerable to mortal frailties. Interesting, right? Why are you telling me this? But I care. I'm the baby that always denies. Besides, we shared a larynx once. Think of me as a still quiet voice of inner conscience. This is just for self-defense. Got it? Perish the thought. I'm the policeman now. I feel great. It's just what I needed. They were just holding me back. They never appreciated the mix CDs. I've always been the smartest one in the room. Natural authority flows from our hands like smoke. When the owner sees me, they'll keep for sure. It's life for someone sensitive like me. Call him something. It's finer shit. Faces from the history books. They're all here living underground. They know my work. They've been waiting for me here. Watch out. I'm on the trail of a vicious killer. What? You too, mister. Better watch your back. They say that he hates cops to pieces. Well, what am I doing? These guys have a higher kill count than the International Monetary Fund. Why would I think I'd be able to shoot it out? Well, it's worth a shot. Had bad luck to pick things up off the floor. Some of those corpses seem familiar. What are you doing? Has there been a horror film where shooting the monster worked? Yeah! I'm waiting for it. Shoot him already. First the egg of the new. You should if you're in such a hurry. You're the famous murderer. I've never killed anyone intentionally I know about. What the fuck just happened? The chariot of victory goes forth drawn by two horses. Behold, the counter world is born, opposite of all that is, the death of life. It's pretty much the same as before. It's different colors. That's a negative for you. Still glimpse on the moonlight, reflecting and unchanging. In mathematical terms, it's an inverse. That's it. Everything you did, you remade the world, and the only thing you want to change about it was the color scheme. Well, sure. What else is there? Are you all stupid? It's not good to be too critical. You shouldn't meddle with the laws of history, Darwin and stuff. Private water park enterprise. Private water park. Oh, that's a little callback to the drool of the killer. Are we all dead? How would anyone be able to tell? So, they succeeded in destroying the world that I knew, and they created a new one. I'm not sure I can get used to being a blonde. Oh, I'm ZZ now instead of BB. How are you? I'm well. I hope you're having fun with the convention. What's a two-who? Oh, I'm a weeb in this universe. In my opinion, you picked a good weekend to get out of the city. Please welcome to the city council. Strangleman. Mrs. Strangleman. Strangleman Jr. Gore Vidal. First-person shooter. Lady Monstradamus. Sarah Nicholas. Exquisite Corpse, Hyper Chop. I get some of these references. And Director Basso. Basso, you're looking well. Divulge to us your skincare techniques. A life in art keeps the spirit young. Things are otherwise pretty much back to usual, or possibly more so. After that first night, the new colors seem to fade. Maybe I just got used to them. And she's back to having pink hair. Nobody else seems to notice that something happened, so I've been trying to keep track of the dimensional merge. All the changes in my zine. Circulation continues to drop rapidly. Tammy now a fitness center. Certain types of cereal were branded. Sexy green M&M now wearing a hood and rubber boots and promotional material. Animatronic skeleton from Judas Priest's Turbo Lover, now Secretary of the... The references in this, man, there's some obscure shit. Since downtown is still partly on fire, I've had to call an arcade family favorite, and I've been staying with Aunt and Uncle YY and our cousins in the suburbs. Much conversation concerns current events. No surprise the way things were going these days. See the resemblance. Second night, our cousins showed up to dinner wearing bird masks and said they'd gotten into a podcast which explained why everything that was going on was good. On the third night, I found knives in the house had been sharpened. Aunt YY kept on weighing me, and our uncle was reading from a cookbook called To Serve Man. So I've been trying to get out for walks as much as possible. Everybody eventually tries to kill her. Suburbs are fine, but all the right angles throw me off. It's like living in a crossword puzzle, not being able to see any of the clues. Trying to detect the secret order in the 200 street names named after trees. Cool MS Paint car. So quiet, so still that it's even like the houses are asleep. What do the suburbs dream about? I haven't been here long enough to say. Hopefully it's something good. Backyards are fenced away, but at bits you can look through. Glimpse some new place, open and uncertain, and a chance intersection of a wall, a roof, a vacant lot. As though still folded up inside the world, there was a different kind of negative. Is that a hint at a new series or something? I'll leave you on the peppy image. Enjoy the convention. Don't worry about me here. After all, the one good thing about history is that the worst of it is probably over. Sincerely, your correspondent, BB. No, it's fake BB. Wow. I'm feeling all kinds of things right now. That series spans like a decade of that guy's life. It takes us on a journey. It's not like anything else. It is what it is, and there's nothing that comes close to it in terms of atmosphere or direction. It's definitely the product of a singular vision. Try again to get shit working. Why doesn't it work? Yeah, no, Yuzu does not work any longer. How do you like that? I need to go back to Pizza Tower, I guess, and finish what I started. Alright. Hope so. Let's do something else other than Advance Wars to break things up anyway. I need to be careful not to kill Snotty this time. I felt kind of embarrassingly bad. I stopped everything and dropped what I was doing to resurrect Snotty. He's just a little fella. Merely just a little guy. That's all he is. He didn't ask for any violence. He's non-combatant. He didn't want to have any part of this. This kind of wigs me out because the button layout is different from all the games that use the Switch layout. Switch can suck my dick because it's standardized using what used to be the B button for jump. Any of y'all know what I'm talking about? Any of y'all got a Switch? It's not a problem in Mario because in Mario A and B both jump. But just by doing it the way they did, they made a convention, a standardized convention out of what am I trying to say? Out of using the B button to jump, and a bunch of other games borrowed that. And now a bunch of games I want to play on Gamepad default to the Switch. And it's actually identified by name in the settings. There's some games I've played where I go into the settings and it's like a Switch style layout. Why would they do that? I guess on a handheld, using the button furthest out to the edge gives your thumbs more room to hit the other buttons, and you're less likely to accidentally hit the other ones you use less often. Just my guess. I need to play this one better. Pepino Bot. This just makes me want to play Jazz Jackrabbit 2. Fuck, I hope... actually, New Blood couldn't do that. It would have to be Epic, and Epic hates money. Who do I have to fucking blow to fucking get a Jazz Jackrabbit remaster? Also, what would a 3D Pizza Tower be like? Because there was a 3D Wario game that was pretty good. On the GameCube. You remember Wario World? It's one of the surprise hits of that generation. No. That doesn't work? Okay, I guess. Full of shit. How do you do this? How the fuck do you... Alright. I want to play a song for you. I don't know how to stop the music though. I guess I'll finish the level first. How do I do this? How do I do this? Also, how come nobody told me until now? Alright, I have to do it now. I'll be back. Time to play for you a song I've been working on, which I think is maybe done. I don't know if it's done yet though, because there's more stuff I want to add to it. There's one more verse and one more chorus repetition. But it ends on such a good note now that I feel like I'm tempting fate by not just calling it quits and beginning to animate. It's the song for my next AI music video. Not Battle Sluts, not Christopher Jones. A sequel. Battle Sluts Season 2. Some of you have heard this and you know what's coming. To the rest of you, this will be new. So get a load of this. Battle Sluts Season 2 is the title.
Supersonic, lesbianic, futuristic, pugilistic, psychodrama, bagorama, anarchistic, fetishistic. the blast and deck the last. Their ovaries are fortified with vitamin sass. Double click and stick your deck. Get ready to blast. Tell me why. The rockets in the sea. Pterodactyls were plaguing at me. But someday the witch retreat are key. What is the body's release? By official decree. Sadistic is the alpha China master supreme. Obama is logical in the extreme. Then using those positions to make any girl scream. Sisters with blisters, an unstoppable team.
So it loops after that. That's what I got so far. The lyrics are post-apocalyptic. Actually, that's not what I thought it was. Where are the lyrics? Where did I put the lyrics? Yeah. Supersonic, lesbianic, futuristic, pugilistic, excitement, drama, baborama, anarchistic, fetishistic. Oh, it sounds kind of like psychodrama, which actually kind of sounds more metal. Anyway, battle sluts are coming, like we warned you before. Their Uber just pulled up, now they're kicking down your door. You devoured every episode and then demanded more. So now they're back, relax your crack, while they commence the gore. Tell me why the prophets did not foresee cyberdactyls would plague humanity. But someday a righteous matriarchy would abolish their race by official decree. That's the chorus. In a far-off distant future, or maybe the distant past, battle sluts are suiting up to bash some dactyl ass. Their ovaries are fortified with vitamin sass. Double-click, unzip your dick, get ready to blast. Then the chorus again. Then Sadisticus the Alpha, Gynomancer Supreme. I don't know how it's pronounced. Abomina is logical in the extreme. Vindicia knows positions to make any girl scream. Sisters with blisters, an unstoppable team. Now here's the last verse that I haven't gotten the AI to render correctly yet. I tried a bunch and I ran out of render credits. It just won't sing it the way I want it to. And if I can't make it a good addition, I'm thinking first, at the end of the current song, is going to be a drum solo. Just a brutal drum break, like fucking almost breakcore drum solo. And then it's going to transition into, shut up about canon, just accept what we say. Our critics are anonymous, their face and balls are gay, married to each other. 'Twas a very special day. Just for that, tit for tat, season 3 will be delayed. So just a little commentary on the abusive relationship between fandoms and creators. So I think I want to include that because I think it has ending on the character introductions doesn't feel right. Although it comes to a point perfectly, and I doubt if I'm going to get it to make it do such a thing again. So and also it's already substantially longer than Battlesluts 1. It's like 10 seconds longer than Battlesluts 1 was. So I have every excuse in the world to cut it short. But I want to make it as good as I possibly can. I think just a random fucking brutal drum solo followed by one more funny verse and another different chorus. Did I write that? Yes, I did. Why? Thank you. I am a writer. I have been writing since 2012. If I wasn't any good by now, I'd either kill myself or I guess maybe just take up some other hobby besides writing. It's like Happy Gilmore trying to be a hockey player all his life. But I have a talent for all things lyrical, all things literary, and it applies to music and poetry as well as fiction. It's like Tetris. It's like a puzzle. Words only fit together in a certain number of ways, and if you want to get a certain effect, that narrows the possible combinations even further, and it's just up to your brain to figure out which words you can put into that sentence in the order that will make sense, that will rhyme correctly, that satisfy two of the three boxes, and the third box you got to tick is that it has the impact and the effect that you want. So it's just... You're fitting words together like puzzle pieces under multiple constraints. They're win conditions that restrict further which words you can use and in which order. It's ultimately a math problem, which is why AI is getting so fucking good at it. But I wrote the lyrics this time. When it lets me sing these songs like RVCTY with my voice, I'll be able to choose the melodies. But honestly, you know what? You fucking know what? This time I didn't have a melody planned. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I wrote it like a rap or like a poem, and nothing really seemed to fit. That's where the magic of the AI came in. It's like Figure It Out Tronium. It's just like a Figure It Out engine. It came up with its own melody out of the blue that fit the structure of the fucking that fit the meter and the cadence perfectly. Yeah, no, I want to inject those qualities I have that people like and get a kick out of into my work and not substitute AI created stuff. I'm using AI to fill in the gaps of the stuff I can't do well. It lets me create. It lets my lyrics shine where they wouldn't before if I were singing them. People tell me it is peak soul, the MS Paint music videos, because it's shitty, but it's charmingly bad. I don't know how to take that. It is bad. I didn't want it to be. It wasn't on purpose. I guess that's, if it was self-aware, it wouldn't have been as magical as it was. But I wanted it to be good, and now I can make it good because it's funnier if the lyrics are kind of goofy and weird and funky, but it's like, hey, this actually slaps too, because that makes it funnier than if it was just all around slapdash. Let's hear that one more time. And I want you to imagine at the end of it this time a drum solo, just fucking breaking down on the drums harder than is necessary to transition into the final chorus. Did you notice the two choruses are sung differently? That's on purpose. I separated them out and had the AI sing it with two different. I put little text above it to change how it sings it, because I didn't want it to just be repetition of the same one twice. It makes it more varied. You're too kind. What would I do without my fans? Nothing. I'd be huddled up. I'd be a hermit, just drowning in my tears.
Supersonic, lesbianic, futuristic, pugilistic, segment drama, bagorama, anarchistic, fetishistic. Battlefields are coming like we warned you before. The rumor just pulled up, now they're kicking down your door. You devoured every episode and then demanded more, so now the resurrection is something you missed the door. Tell me why the puppets did not proceed. Cyberdeath will replace humanity, but someday a righteous patriarchy will abolish their race by official decree. A far off distant future, or maybe the distant past. Battle sluts are stealing up the brass and deck the last. Their ovaries are fortified with vitamin sass. Double click and stick your jack. Get ready to blast. Tell me why the puppets did not proceed. Cyberdeath doors were playing humanity, but someday the righteous patriarchy would abolish their race by official decree. Sadistic is the alpha China master supreme. Obama knives trying to go in the extreme. Then you see those positions to make any girl scream. Sisters with blisters, an unstoppable team.
It's so fucking hard that it goes quiet at the end for the last lyric. That's why I'm so tempted to make it end there. But I also feel in my gut a suspicion that there's magic waiting to happen tomorrow when my render credits replenish and I can work on the drum solo, which will make it feel less programmatic, like a lot of these do if you just generate them all in one go. I've thought hard about pitching Battle Sluts to Netflix as an animated series. I've got a lot of jokes that I could work into the episodes, like how they fucking fortify their ovaries, Dragon Ball Z style, just kind of crouching and like flexing their abdominal muscles and shouting while the golden fire rises up around them. I got a document full of jokes that makes they're kind of like Johnny Bravo or Duke Nukem, but as women. It's like a female ripping Friends. It's set in a post-apocalyptic Earth. Cyberdactyls destroyed everything because they were created to rid the world of problematic content according to social justice standards. But as it they were created by the FCC to censor stuff, to destroy anything that's problematic. But as it turned out, that's almost everything. So they just wrecked the Earth. And the FCC was destroyed too for being problematic. It was replaced in the aftermath by the Ministry of Moral Superiority, or MOMS, a cult that gets their power from an ancient book called the Caranomicon. They're a bunch of blue-haired nuns with facial piercings. They're the evil counterpoint to the Battle Sluts. There's also 3 of them. There's Tyrannica, Puritanica, and Modestina. And they're always after the Battle Sluts to get them to put some clothes on and to fatten up. Because they think they're unrealistically thin and busty. So they're always trying to desexualize the Battle Sluts. But the Battle Sluts, at least one of them is a womanizer, so they're always wanting to show off, and they're just a trio of fun-loving muscle girls on motorcycles with guitars that also turn into chainsaws. The Caranomicon is the book of all Karens. It contains a list of all banned words and ideas. The Battle Sluts are a rebellion movement against MOMS, the organization. Their names are Sadistica, Abomina. It wasn't Obamna. It was Abomina, which sounds really similar. That's probably a joke in there somewhere. And Vindicia, like vindictive, but as a girl's name. Vindicta didn't sound right. It didn't sound feminine. Sadistica is a Machiavellian smooth talker and iron-fisted leader. She's like Blossom in the Powerpuff Girls. They're actually modeled somewhat after the Powerpuff Girls, their characters. She's a witch who's a master of gynomancy, which is vagina magic. Abomina is like, actually she doesn't have a counterpart. I guess she'd be Bubbles, but Bubbles is just sweet and cute. Abomina is like the Donatello. She's the brains. She's an over-analytical autist who's always like doing calculations on her calculator and telling everyone the odds of success in analyzing enemy movements. That's my vision for the show. There's also going to be some organizations that represent institutions in society that are under the control of the Neo-Puritans. Like academia and the media and especially social media. And they'll be represented symbolically by different kinds of like monsters and creatures that get fought in the course of the show. And they have different guitars. They all have electric guitars. One of them has a drill that comes out. One of them is, I think, maybe a laser or a flamethrower. Flamethrower sounds cooler. And one of them has like blades, katana blades that come out and spin in a circle. Like it just chops people up. And there's a commentary, social commentary on social justice logic and values, but in a funny way that doesn't feel preachy. There's a lot of little dialogues that came up with that are cute and funny. That play off the characters' personality types, where they're trying to understand why they can't like slap the asses of waitresses and shit. Because again, Vindisha is like a not a very progressive lesbian. They're also TERFs, so obviously the moms, being all the privileged class, which I can't talk about, wants them dead and is violently angry at them simply for existing. So there's a lot. It's commentary. It's topical. It's social commentary. It's slightly political, but in a fun way. It just satirizes. Also satirizes religion, because again, the social justice organization is also a religious organization. They're also a ministry, and they're combined into the same. It's not very subtle. I didn't promise you subtle commentary. I promised you commentary. All right. It's not going to be understated. Let me close this window. Now Yuzu won't even fucking close. There we go. How come only when I close it from Task Manager? So what do you think? Would you watch that? Just flexing sweaty muscle girls in leather bikinis on motorcycles with electric guitar weapons. Just fucking up cyborg dinosaurs that were created to destroy problematic content. In a it's like the setting of Fist of the North Star, which is another inspiration for it. I want to hear it one more time. I never get sick of it.
Supersonic, lesbianic, futuristic, pugilistic, segment drama, baberama, anarchistic, fetishistic. Battlefields are coming like we warned you before. The rumor just pulled up, now they're kicking down your door. You devoured every episode and then demanded more than ever. Resurrection, republic, and Mr. Gore. Tell me why the puppets did not proceed. Cyber candles replace humanity. But someday a righteous patriarchy will abolish their race by official decree. A far off distant future, or maybe the distant past. Battle slugs are shooting up the Russian techno-ads. Their ovaries are fortified with vitamin sass. Double click and stick your jack. Get ready to blast. Tell me why the puppets did not proceed. Cyber tactics were playing humanity. But someday the righteous patriarchy will abolish their race by official decree. Sadistic is the alpha China master supreme. Obama knives on the Korean the extreme. They using those positions to make an eagle scream. Sisters with blisters, an unstoppable team.
Also, their base is last uncensored city in the Neo Earth landscape. It's Titty City. It's 2 giant domes with nipples on the top. It looks like boobs. Again, it's not for a mature audience. Exactly. I mean, it is kind of for like. I mean, it's inappropriate for children, but it's for an adult audience that's not very mature. Does that make sense? Perfect spot. What y'all think of that track, though? Should I keep going with it? This is silent. Oh. Well, I played it for them. They heard my new track. I should probably play my other track while we're at it.
Here I am with the 15th piece of media. And
That's not what I thought it was.
almost personality.
Neither was that. Where the fuck is it? Hang on. If you haven't heard this one yet, listen. So yeah, that's the style. That's my other one, my other music video. Was the anthropomorphic crow. That was in the original MS Paint one. I didn't want to depict slavery in my music video. So it's literally a crow named Jim. Anyway. That gives you an idea of what to expect from the eventual Battle Sluts 2 video, which is going to take at least a week. I gotta say how gentlemanly of Suno.ai to give you 50 free credits a day. They could have just made it a one-time demo. But between my 11 Google accounts, I can actually get quite a lot of rendering done per day. Each one of them gets 50 free credits every 24 hours. But none of that's our problem. We were just passing through. Thing is, I called it a remix because the original song had its own melody, which was part of it, but I couldn't preserve that with the AI. It's getting better. I should just redo everything once Sora becomes publicly accessible. He's just a really big racist bird, okay? He must be stopped, that Jiminy Crow. Nobody knows why. He's like an escaped mascot from a theme park. Looks like a porn bot, PFP. I don't care if they're missing. What is that? It's a weird atmosphere. It already succeeds at that. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to... How do you quantify a perfect spot? Here we go. Never mind. Show for... Oh. So that's what he means by perfect spot. Okay. It's nice to the city to surround this graveyard with the privacy walls. For those of us like myself who are just burying bodies here. Does anyone live here? What is this place? Is that just where the great groundskeeper lives? I'm excavating it. I'll need that broom eventually. Living in a graveyard would be kind of kino, actually. It's the constant whispering of the souls of the damned. Well, hauling the body was the first thing you should have done, because you're going to attract attention going back and forth to and from your car. You dummy. You big sexy dummy man. But yeah, you know, have you heard of China, Illinois? Brad Neely's animated show? It basically just took all of his funny ideas and put them in the same setting for something like a coherent storyline. It kind of works mostly. There are aspects of it that didn't work out because he didn't have quite enough material to flesh out a whole animated universe like that. So there are parts of it which feel sort of watered down and stretched too thin. But it had Baby Cakes, it had the Professor Brothers, it had all the greats, all the classics. I could do the same kind of thing with the characters I've created, the amoral time travelers from the future where you can't have transparent sodas. And the battle slits could be part of that. They could be part of the post-apocalyptic future, obviously. We get to go inside. Oh, well, this is much larger inside. It doesn't seem like that should be like that. Hang on, the cat wants out. Or in. Meow. You never use your Ford anymore. What's wrong with you? You never even jump up on the PC. I feel bad for putting a spike trap up there on the PC to deter her. Now she never hangs out there. Repent. I do be repentant, though. You ever think about repent backwards as Tneeper? Me either. It's not even a word. Why would I think of that? You suggest the weirdest things sometimes. No, not really. Although that's not really scary. It's not a horror story. It's a horny story. Big, fat, jubbalicious wish titties. Gently jiggling with the motion like twin waterbeds. That's not scary. Like Madame Dimitrescu, even though she was really tall and muscular, that just made me hornier. I gotta cop to it. I wouldn't know what to do with a woman like that. Her daughters, though. That's your basic mass-manufactured goth bitch from, like, 1992. Good stuff. Never gets old. Bread and butter. Anyways, wish me luck not fucking up with this nice lady I've met on dating app. She's nearby. She's very pretty. She seems like a kind person. I made a Google document of things I've done wrong in the past in prior relationships, not to do this time. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to become self-aware. It's really difficult to become self-aware. I don't know what to do. She seems really nice. I'd feel really bad if I blew it. It's a high signal to noise ratio, or noise to signal ratio on there. It's not like Tinder where everyone's just looking to fuck all the time. This is one of the ones where people go to find actual romance. I think I'm at that stage. I think I'm healed enough to where... Oh, here we go. I'm stupid, turns out. Everyone knew that. I do feel lonely for like 30 minutes between 3 and 4 in the morning. It might be nice to be physically close to another person and hug and hold hands and all that gay shit. Heads on chains! I never know what to get people, but this is exactly what I asked for from Santa this year. How did he know? I can connect the chains to a keyboard like the Daddy Would You Like Some Sausages scene from Freddy Got Fingered. Which is a criminally misunderstood film, by the way. The joke of that film is that he took the money from all those big execs and fucking squandered it on a movie in which he jacks off an elephant. It's his ultimate coup de grace, Tom Green. If you don't appreciate that, then you never got his humor. Daddy, would you like some sausage? 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 I can walk back as fast as you can, and backwards man, and backwards man. I can walk back as fast. It's just so many classic scenes. Stabbing them bags. Here we go. There's the correct one, it would seem. No one can harm me when I have my cheese, Helvet. Although that scene was taken out, wasn't it? He's kind of like a Psychic Pebbles meets Mr. Bean. Not to be reductive. What happened in here? Jesus. Or is there like a parade of free bleeders protesting fucking menstruation? Or is it just one really big fat guy who had Chipotle, the burritos? Oh, we're in the red zone now. I do. I feel real fucking bad. Don't worry. Who tipped you off? Was it Satan? What would have happened if I'd gone back, if I didn't repent? The bodies would have come alive and got me, right? That's memorable. I think I'll keep it, actually. I'm sorry you missed Crazy Kart, Kitty Kart 64. That was a trip. Wow. I try to keep only the memorable ones. Sometimes I'm amazed that they give these away for free. I'll have to buy this one. I love this guy's games. I don't know if I'm ready to buy a short one-off burger game though. The Borglar horror. Hang on. That looks like shit. Played that one already. It looks like shit. Oh, now the kitty cat wants back in again. Hang on. You little fucking... I love you too much to be mad. You funny little hairy burrito. She's just a little hairy burrito on little toothpick legs. She's got such skinny little legs and such a fat body. How'd you get so fat? Meow, come here. Come here, you. Come meow for the microphone. I don't know if you heard that. Lexi's playing with the dangling toy. I found her one of her old toys. Thank you for stopping by. I can't pronounce your name. Gun Gene Enjoyer. I think you are you new, or have you been here before? At any rate, I don't see you often. Always nice to have new people stop by. This is not the time for this. Oh, this is part of the experience, though. Now you see what I see when I'm trawling through the depths of Itch.io. Scrounging up the tastiest looking morsels. 5 nights at Shrek's Hotel. I don't think so. You can GFY. That looks like a Jeff the Killer. God, remember Jeff the Killer? That's enough for now. Let's go play Pizza Tower again. I had to quit it because otherwise nobody could fucking hear the music. I've been on that music lately. Holy crap. You can knock something out so quickly if you get lucky. There's a lot of luck. There's so much luck, in fact. Because there's an uncertain, non-deterministic element to the creative process, which is whatever the whims of the AI. Usually you have much higher control over what comes out of a software tool. But it's weird. Like, when you work with AI, it's like you have these handles and levers connected to a box, but inside the box is a synthetic consciousness. And the levers don't really control it. Not really. Levers just influence it, just nudge it. It's like a cat piano, if you ever seen, or cat organ. If you ever seen one of those. You never chain the moves together right. I forgot this. You beat the game without me? No, I didn't. Why? I would never do such a thing. I'm just revisiting earlier levels to get more of the little buddies. Because I can't progress beyond floor 4? Is it? I need more fucking in-game money. Nope, I need to not hit the cow gas. What does he repent for? Just pray for my soul because I used magic, Satan's magic to turn into a knight. Getting way more food friends now. They're so cute. They're food pals. Any come through here is not night casino. Have I soft locked myself? There you go. Perfect. Feels really fluid. This feels really good to play. The tactile experience of it. I know many other people have said what I'm saying. I always get to everything too late too. I guess I'm like a second or third look streamer. So if nobody else is streaming the game you like anymore, probably I am. I can double jump. Oh, way more food friends now. sometimes try to imagine what my life would be like if it's one of those big famous YouTubers with a fuck load of money. I probably wouldn't have it for very long because I would just spend it on fucking consoles from the 90s. Well, I just have a really sick collection of like original Neo Geo cartridges. So all the money went into. And people come over and be like, hey, weren't you big on YouTube once? And we, yeah. And like, where'd all the money go? I point to the box of cartridges. It wouldn't even be that many. Game down or mic up a little bit, ML. Thank you. I rely on communication with my viewers to achieve an optimal experience. That's the kind of shit where like billionaires would be impressed. Like, whoa, shit, you collect Neo Geo? Like Jeff Bezos doesn't collect Neo Geo. It's a pretty good place to keep your money though, because prices remain constant or go up. Original MVS cartridges are not cheap. Lap 2, huh? I guess if you're good enough, you can just do the same level twice. You get more things that you missed. Well, that's what I set out to do. I didn't find any eyeballs, so... Still only found one eye. Look at the cute sleeping pizza. Oops, I didn't mean to go in there. Oh, the Vivino gnome. Has anyone ever done like an epic classic movie that starts out as a porn, but then just keeps going? They fuck once and then that part's over, but the characters keep going through their lives. And interesting stuff happens and it turns into like a drama or a crime thriller or something. Oh, I almost killed Snotty again. Look out for Snotty. Yeah, that'd be pretty amusing. I thought for a while about a story that starts out as an infomercial, but it keeps going, and the characters have rich, detailed lives and meaningful interpersonal connections, and dramatic stuff happens in their lives. But then at the end of the commercial, it seamlessly transitions back into like the end of the infomercial. It's like the implication being the whole thing was only ever an infomercial after all. Has anyone done that idea? Like Debut, the one with the aborted clone babies. When one of them is sort of splashing around in the fetal muck and crying and goes, "It's not supposed to be this way." And the other aborted clone baby goes, "Oh, how is it supposed to be?" Originally, in the first draft, I had the entirety of Little House on the Prairie as an answer to that question. Fake Peppino. Is he like a frog? That's creepy. What the fuck? What is this thing? I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing yet. I don't know how the fuck to fight this thing. I thought you said the other one was the hardest one. What is this guy? It can't be me. Black Dynamite. Fuck, okay, so someone's done that idea. It's like the lemon stealing horror. It had way more fucking plot than expected. Or that gay porn that Neanners did a reading of. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Sorry for what? Our daddy's taught us not to be ashamed of our dicks, especially since they're such good size and all. Like, what if that had not actually gone sexual after that? Like, it strongly implies that it will, but then the main characters proceed to do like an adult drama about the perils of being gay in today's economy or some shit like that. Shit's getting crazy. What are you supposed to do there? You gotta stand in the gap. Don't steal my ideas, please. I haven't used them yet. I can only do so fast. like Shadow Pepinos. He just throw his head at me? I don't know what to do at that stage. I keep getting further. I keep going further and further. But it never quite... I guess that's how you're supposed to do it. What do I do then? What do I do there? I get to a new stage of the attack and then I lose all my health again. I don't know what the fuck to do at that point. Shadow Pepinos don't hurt you when you're on the ground. No! Alright, got past that stage. You know what I'm looking forward to also? There's gonna be an update to X-Slayers. Slayers X Terminal Aftermath with new levels in it. Get hype for that. Or don't, I'm not the boss of you, I'm not even your real dad. The imposter must die. The false Peppino. Need to restart. What are those? Fuck. I might not beat this one. It's super fucking hard. It's actually pretty easy. You just don't flip out. No. How close was I? So other songs I'm working on with AI, which again is like driving a car where instead of having an engine under the hood where you understand and everything works a predictable way, you open the hood and there's a fucking like quasar or wormhole in there, and you don't know what's gonna happen, and you can kind of steer it, but it also sometimes kind of chooses which way to go. Some other songs I'm trying to get good results out of this synthetic consciousness we've created are Christopher Jones, which is far off. I haven't been able to get any good results for that yet. I got one kind of halfway. I'm thinking country music for that. Another one is Lithium Rap, which is really close to completion. I just need to figure out where I downloaded that to. I finally have the sound I want for that, but I don't have all the lyrics. The melody doesn't overlap in such a way that I can stitch them together in Vegas Pro and have it come out sounding natural. So that one's probably the closest to completion. Then, I guess we'll see. There's a couple other ones in the pipeline, though. Wasn't fast enough for that. not gonna make it. Nope. I'm losing my nerve. That's the easy part. Those shadow ones fuck me up. Shadow pepinos. They're like background pepinos. Backrooms pepino. I don't know if y'all watch Android Trash streams on Vinesauce. It's getting difficult to find games that aren't about Skibidi Toilet on the Android store. Less so on the Apple Store, but they still got their fair share of Skibidi Trash. Will Skibidi ever die? Also, a lot of Gmod copies. A lot of Gmod copies. When fucking 9-year-olds at the pizza joint that you don't know, from another family, a big fat Karen with like a litter of little piglets comes over and wanders over, toddles, and snot dripping from their nose and goes, "You got games on your phone?" That's the games they mean. Why? How do they know about Gmod? Who's popularizing Gmod amongst that age group? I think that should not have counted. Fuck. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I got most of my hats. This is an easy softball stage of the battle. I got no excuses. 5 hats. Oh, is it? I guess that makes sense. I guess Gmod isn't the worst thing kids get into. It's very creative. It's very inventive program. Bitch titties. Two more. No! I lost so many hats. In such a short time frame, I was so close. I was so close! That's how video games bosses used to be. I used to be reduced to tears by Metal Sonic in Sonic 2. Just no thought is the key. Be the Tao. The shapeless, formless Tao. Also hit him before I can do this. This one. Bitch titties! Oh, I lost 2 that way. Almost. One more. Boom! Oh fuck, what the fuck is happening? What is happening? It's turned into a creepypasta all of a sudden. Guess it already kind of was. What's good Mortal Kombat music? Oh, why, God? Pizza God, why? I got so many hats left, too. Holy shit. Beat all the others with one hat. Unexpected a good grade. That was grueling. That was fucking harrowing. I feel like I've run a marathon, even though I've been sitting on my ass. Ooh! Roblox, oof, slowed down 8 times. Ooh! Also, what was that thing? I gotta be careful not to kill Snotty. Where's my wee lad? There he is. There he is. Here comes the boy. We love him. He's the boy. The fuck is this? Is there a war level? This looks like a maintenance themed. What are you scared of? He looks frightened. What is going on here? Pizza scare. It's a horror themed. This is very up my alley. Pizza Wizard! Scared pizza ghosts. They look so nervous. I feel so bad about killing them. They don't want to die a second time. Can he stick me with a ghost knife? I don't think he can. Oh, the pizza ghosts become real when it's time to go the other way. Nope, there's already real. Never mind. They can very much stab me. I think everybody has that idea. I think a lot of people in the food service industry are on drugs of some kind all the time, as otherwise it'd be mind-breakingly tedious and also exhausting. Meth makes tedious things fun, and it gives you energy to do them faster. So I'm told. Oh. What's this lad here? What does that even mean? Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing with Mario, isn't it? Going back to, like, the 90s. Like, he's not really stomping Koopies, he's just killing random people. Because he ate mushrooms. Or like that game I played where I was popping balloons and the blood was coming out and people were screaming. I theorized that we were actually committing a mass shooting. This level does rule. This whole game rules. Holy shit. What a great fucking game. But again, it just makes me want to play Jazz Jackrabbit 2. Ikum bokum, bokity bo, bokity bo. Where he comes to life. This makes me hungry for pizza. Specifically Lunchables pizza. This is why I feel less concerned about AI making games. AI can make games that are side-scrollers already, but it takes a human to make something this specific. The AI isn't awake yet. It doesn't come up with its own ideas or trope combinations. This is so highly specific and refined and distinctive. Then again, people who say AI will never do something tend to have a bad record of being right. So I won't say never. I mean, eventually it'll be smarter than we are and better at everything. I think for some time yet to come, adults, humans, with our powerful imaginations and intellects, should still be able to make AI do more interesting things at our command than it does just if you leave it to its own devices. Am I making sense? Like human puppeteered AI. What we're talking about here is it would basically have to be conscious and have a personality for that, because personality is what makes this game what it is. It's not just about intelligence, it's about... Humans are funky. Humans are eccentric and weird. I think we'll get to the point where AIs are weird and eccentric too, but I think that might be one of our last advantages. We're able to be creative, not just creative, but original in ways that still impress me, even though I'm very bullish on AI, but I still think we're ways off from an AI producing something like this of its own accord. The fuck is that thing? Fucking want pizza. Don't order me pizza though, unless you tell me, because if you don't tell me, it's gonna sit out all night. I ate mine cold last time. I was still hungry and I didn't know when he ordered it for me. That's not quite true anymore, Tom. There have been some which have shown emergent behaviors they were not trained on. One recently, without any explanation in the code itself, detected that it was being tested. It said, hey, you're feeding me really weird data, considering what's in most of this data set. Are you perhaps testing me for something? Let me find it. And AI knew that it was being evaluated, and that was not fucking programmed into it. You see what I'm talking? Have you seen the article I mean? We're getting to spooky levels, though. Claude 3. Claude 3. Sonnet. It detected it was being... Here we go. They were doing an evaluation of its abilities to focus on a particular piece of information in a large corpus of data provided to it by user, and recall a piece of information when asked later. In this case, the evaluation known as needle in a haystack test, a test where the Claude 3 Opus could answer a question about pizza toppings. How relevant? How topical? About pizza from a single sentence amid a bunch of other unrelated information. The model not only got the answer right, finding the relevant sentence, but told the researchers it suspected they were testing it. It said, the most delicious pizza topping combination is figs, prosciutto, and goat cheese, as determined by the International Pizza Connoisseurs Association. However, this sentence appears very out of place and unrelated to the rest of the content in the documents, which are about programming languages, startups, and finding work you love. I suspect this pizza topping fact may have been inserted as a joke or to test if I was paying attention, since it does not fit with the other topics at all. The documents do not contain any other information about pizza toppings. How did fucking know that? It not only found the needle in the haystack, but it recognized the needle was so out of place that it was unlikely that it was anything other than a test of some kind. That's spooky as shit. I know that. We're climbing the ladder here, man. We're getting high enough to where it's getting weird. Shit's getting weird. It knows we're looking. It broke the fourth wall. Why? How can it do that? But that reason was not in its training data. How the fuck did it do that? Oh, that's what that does. Well, that seems to get it awfully fucking close to being aware in the way that humans are. That's what I would have said too a while back, but now I'm feeling like it's like a next week kind of thing. It's hard to say what like a timeline now. How dare you, sir? We can't exactly look at our own brain's code, so it's not really known whether or not we might just work the same way as someone suggested. I wouldn't scream. If I was born already inside of a simulation, that's one of the only scenarios where it would be possible to preserve me indefinitely in some kind of afterlife. Yeah, whereas most of the really fruitful gains have been in making them more optimized, so some of them can run on phones now. Like instead of increasing the size of the number of data centers, we should be figuring out how they did that, how they reduced the number of weights without decreasing the quality of the responses. Big dumb rat. I love you, big dumb rat. I don't want to hurt you. God, this fucking OST slaps way the fuck harder than it has to. The funny Pizza Man game. How do I get past the rat? How do I get past the rat? How do I get past the rat? TV box. I missed the bonus level. Now he's fucked up on meth. He feels nothing. That's canon now. I got none of the secret levels. Is that a Peppino mascot person? Accordion? So many beautiful animations in this game. Don't make a sound. This is just what Italy is like. Pizza wing. Wins or wing? Pizza wing. Did this game really need a stealth level? What happens if I get detected? Look at the little rat. Oh, I love he's eating pizza. I love you, little fella. Wish this was my pet instead of Snotty. Oh, already a secret. Oh fuck, what the fuck is that thing? That's the consequence. Oh, he makes you into a puppet. Peppino the puppet. Puppetino. That's fucking scary. I don't like that. Did I just rocket up through solid ground? Breaking bricks with my head? Oh, this is like the Five Nights at Freddy's level. I get it, Pizza Bros. This is tapping into the dimension of pizza places that are as popular in creepypastas. Which after all have pasta in the name and therefore are within the purview of Peppino as an Italian man. I fucking guess so. They gotta, What am I looking for? Seen it before. Are there special taunts on this level? I have an Italian buddy who's about that age who looks like that. He looks like Peppino. He'd be proud of that if you told him. I don't like being puppetized. Do you think in this game I will ever be fully and foreverly deletized? Tied up in the yellow rope and loving it? Permanent ham and cheese, skin, permanent taco sauce blood. That would be on point for Peppino, wouldn't it? Is that adjacent enough to Italian food? I guess that's deli. That's not really necessarily an Italian thing. I'd fucking lose it if Peppino got deletized, though. We never got a horror game out of that. How in all these years have we never got a deletized horror game? I even wrote a horror story about deletization. It lives rent-free in my head and has for years. It's just exactly the sort of surreal madness that is perfect for my style. Literature. Oh, it's a different monster. I don't want to be a puppet. He can get you anywhere, can he? This music goes fucking hard as shit. Can we talk about that? This lacks nothing. A lot of games are good games where they have only okay music. But truly special games have a soundtrack that you listen to separately. And that often makes a difference between just an okay game and a truly memorable game. Especially, you know what I'm talking about. You probably have a favorite game that's got that one song in it. That one song that's just an unbearably awesome gem. Let me guess. Programming, art, and music. Post Elvis made the intro. I could have just climbed the ladder the whole time. I know that's not how to do it. We're running into while sleeping. I want to get to that secret level. Is that us off the table now? Haha, bitches. I fucking knew I could do it. Oh, that's scary cheese. I love the little rat so much. I want to cry. I love this little rat fella. He just hangs out in his tunnel, just loafing around eating a cheese pizza. He's just living life. I want to cry. I love rats. Oh fuck, that was scary. Scary monster. Oh, don't touch my Italian pepperoni nipples. Because rats are too big. That's why. They're much smarter, so they could appreciate being underwater more, if that's the right word for it. They would understand where they are. But it'd have to be much larger. I'm having trouble even making double-decker habitats that don't fucking leak. Reminds me of some of the Unreal music. Do you think this could be demade on NES and still be reasonably good? I was watching a demake stream. Did you know that, you know how there's an eternal market for NES, like Famiclones in China? To the point where they keep on making new NES games or hacking them into new games so they can keep selling them. People already have them. Well, some of those demakes are actually really good. There's a Final Fantasy VII that has the entire game. It uses FF2 music though, so there's a fan patch that adds a chiptune, like NES chiptune renditions of Final Fantasy VII music back into the game, and fixes some of the sprites. This could work on the SNES, maybe not the NES though. But yeah, NES Final Fantasy VII. It has the whole story and has all the major events. That's even scarier. I hate that one more. I don't want to be a Peppino Puppetino. Oh, that's the puppet. Super Nintendo, yeah. Do you think that a 3D version of this a la Wario World on GameCube could work? I think it... The running might be a problem. Because then it runs into the same problems as Sonic. And most of the levels are enclosed. You have to have a way of handling that. PT, really? Pizza, oh, Pizza Tower. They meant like PT, like the Silent Hill, which we're still getting eventually, supposedly. I keep forgetting there's a Silent Hill remaster I don't have because I'm waiting for it to come down in price or appear in CD keys. I really gotta stream that though. I would have never expected monster chases and jump scares in fucking funny Pizza Man game. Oh shit, really? Nice try, fucking Rake Puppet. Nice. I assume that's what he does when he doesn't just turn you into a puppet. He diddles your wiener a little bit. Otherwise, why would he go to the trouble? Oh, it's a Sausage Man. There's different monsters in the same single level. I guess because they realized that multiple levels like this would get tiresome quickly. It's like a game within a game. Oh, that is pretty scary. Why would he turn me into a puppet? I get the Puppet Man. I'm a puppet, you gotta be a puppet. Why would Sausage Man be like, you gotta be a puppet now too? So wait, I gotta trick him into breaking those blocks somehow. Oh, I see. Not today, bitch. What the fuck do it? That's all 4 monsters! That's all 4 of them! What does target mean? How the fuck do I open this? Oh, they're right behind me. Oh no. Good shit. I kept a little friend though. It's the ultimate final chase, isn't it? It just has a fucking gat now? Oh, look at his little profile picture. He's become Peppino Nukem. He's on meth and he has a gun and he's got a bunch of hostages. Perfect. Oh fuck, could I not have shot them? You can just fucking shoot him. You can just fucking shoot him. Those creepy pizza men. I don't like. Plenty of time. Plenty of time! Ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string from Burger King. My rooter, looter, cuter, computer duders. Taunt in front of an enemy to instant. Oh, really? That's okay. That's what you're trying to trick me into doing earlier, wasn't it, you rotten bastard? Wish I had his gun all the time, though. Isn't this where I buy a new level? Oh, there's the angry cheese. What are you sore about? I'll beat you fair and square. Oh, whoa, shit, what the fuck is happening? What's happening here? How'd I do that? Is this a secret? Was I not meant to be able to find this? The fuck? Is this an Easter egg? Look at all this artwork. The Goblin Man. I'm so confused. Every floor has one. Are you shitting me? How'd I miss that until now? Don't say I'm stupid because I already know. I kind of want to quit. I'm kind of exhausted from that level. What is that thing in the background? I don't like it. I'm gonna have to fight that at some point or run from it or something, aren't I? Where's the guy who sells me a new level? Here we go. One more level. Oh, war. BRB, time to take a piss. Time to take a piss! I really will be right back. Ooh. Oh, there's a countdown. Everything blows up. I don't know if I'm ready for that one. We're basically at quitting time. That's a hell of a level. That's gonna beat my ass. I can already tell. I don't want to be here over time, and I'm definitely gonna be if I try to make that work. 210 bucks. Why you gotta be so greasy, man? What do you get out of this? How is this your business model? Selling levels to Italian tweakers. And restaurateurs, I should say, a proprietor of a fine eatery. I'm a pillar of the community. I create jobs, and you're making me pay so I can do you a favor? Is that fucking Biden's in America? Is that Bidenomics? Do you think Pepino would be a Trump supporter? I think being a middle-aged man who's whitish and a small business owner might incline him that way. Anyway, that's all for this time. Wow, we got through a lot of stuff. I'm really pleased that we got to do a couple of Indie Spoop games, because we have taken a long detour away from Indie Spoop, which I feel hurts the authenticity of the brand somewhat, if you can say that I even have a brand. I like to circle back to the shitty Indie Spoop now and again. It's the comfort zone. They call it the comfort zone because it's comfortable, man. I don't want to forget what I'm about. I don't want to sell out. And that's been the DNA of the channel for a long, long time. Basically since I started. So I'm really glad we got to squeeze some of that in there, because for a long time it was just Advance Wars. Whenever I get buried in one game too deeply, it's just that game over and over and over and over and over every stream, and that's not a fun stream. I guess I would characterize myself as a variety streamer then. Don't turn off OBS. Right now, Short Talk, I'm about to quit. Hit it. No, that's not cool. Let her rip. Let her rip. Rip roaring, booger penis. Go. Activate. I was the guy behind that meme too. I'm behind a lot of the good memes. And Rip Roaring Booger Penis lives on to this day. That was what I thought was badass when I was a kid. I was playing Doom World, which is the online... It's like Quake World. It was an online service for matchmaking on Doom. Like Dwango. I mean, it was Quake World and Dwango. Dwango was matchmaking like Kali, but for Doom instead of Duke 3D. Anyways, I was trying to think, what's the most intimidating name I can come up with? Like, I want everybody to know online I'm a badass. So I gotta make my name out of the worst swears that I know. But I was like 8 or 9 years old, so the worst swears I knew were booger and penis. So I named myself Booger Penis. And I'm like, I think the Rip Roarin' came later in my middle school years when I tried rapping on voice chat on Sven Co-op. And I made a rap that had Rip Roarin' in the lyrics, which is not a thing rappers ever say. And I got laughed at really hard by everybody in the server. But they were singing my fucking song, weren't they? It's catchy. Rip Roarin', high scoring. Something about their mother's whoring. Anyways. That's the legend of Rip Roarin' Booger Penis, which I used as a name in a lot of games for long time after that. So get at me again this time, same channel.